I knew what arthritis was, but I never ever knew that kids could get it. I only thought that, like, your grandparents could get it.
I started realising something wasn't right. It would have been summer. I would have been 14, playing cricket, and started off with just feeling very run down and then not being able to get out of bed. Kind of escalated like that and ended up in hospital, different blood tests and screenings from different doctors, and no one really knew what was going on until someone sort of mentioned that I could have a form of arthritis. So
it was just, like, we didn't think anything of it. When I would wake up some days, I would just have massive pains. I couldn't walk. And then I went to Crumlin, I found out that I had it.
At the worst times, when I'd be 3 months been quite bad and then going in and out of remission, there'd be days I'd wake up and could barely walk because my ankles were swollen, and then, the next day I'd miraculously be walking around absolutely fine, and then not being able to eat dinner with a knife and fork because my hands, like, it was a real weird one.
I've tried to kind of hide it away and not let anyone really in on the full story, so that they still treat me the same and they don't give me any special treatment because of what I've had.
I found that regular activity was awesome for me. It made me feel good. I know that arthritis affects you physically, but it didn't, there was no way that I felt that this was going to stop me one bit, no.
Julia Bryan back inside to James Lowe. So James Lowe, fresh off the bench. James Lowe, beautiful step from James Lowe inside the 22, and what an extra try that is! Welcome back.
I found that regular activity was awesome for me. It made me feel good. The whole mental side of this is what makes me happy, and my parents were happy as long as I was happy. So
I like to do football, soccer. I love playing guitar as well, and I like cycling. I always find it a way to relieve my problems and forget about everything negative that's going on in my life. I think if I was alone, I wouldn't have gotten through it as well as I did.
I was lucky to obviously have my parents who were very supportive and just wanted to do whatever was best for me and whatever I felt was good for me. And then we had very good doctors around us as well.
When I first found out, I didn't believe that kids could get arthritis till I actually was diagnosed with it. But then I found out I could and that I had it.
Yeah, I would have been quite similar when I found out, I reckon. I knew that my gran had arthritis in her hands, but apart from that, I didn't think that kids were able to get arthritis, yeah.
Same. It's not going to be as bad as you think. It's not going to be terrible. If you have 1 or 2 family members with you, you'll get through it very easily. Before it happened, when an obstacle came, I'd be thinking, this is going to be impossible to get around. But then when the biggest one I had to face came, I got over it.
Once I was put onto the right medication, things took a serious turn, and I was injecting myself twice a week and taking a few different pills, and I came out the other side pretty good, yeah. The advice I'd give would be to be more patient and understanding, and understand that this is going to take some time to get through, but you're going to get through it, yeah. My name is James Lowe.
My name is Adam.
I may have arthritis,
but arthritis doesn't have me. Yeah, we're going to play for Munster.
There is no chance that I will ever have a Munster jersey on, no. I'm afraid.
Not even for a packet of biscuits?
No. Barry's team of packet of biscuits isn't quite enough to get me over the line, no.